Welcome to QandAHelp. Today, we tackle a notoriously tricky question from the WAEC Mathematics exam. Here is the exact equation we need to solve, along with the 4 multiple choice options you will see on your paper. Seeing a messy, fraction-heavy expression like this can make anyone pause. Trying to extract a simple gradient from it looks complicated at first glance, but by following a simple step-by-step breakdown, you will know exactly how to handle this format every time you see it. Later in this lesson, I will also show you a shortcut that brings your solve time for questions like this down to under 10 seconds. Mastering this specific equation type is a guaranteed way to secure easy marks and build your momentum for the rest of your WAEC exam. To find the gradient, we need to make our equation look like this standard blueprint: y equals mx plus c. In this format, m is the steepness number attached to x, which is our gradient. The c represents the vertical intercept. Our WAEC equation just needs to be cleaned up and rearranged until the number multiplying x becomes completely obvious. We start by isolating and dealing with the bracketed fraction from the original equation. We distribute the fraction by multiplying 1/3 by 29x, giving us 29x over 3. Next, we multiply that same 1/3 by -10, resulting in -10 over 3. Be very careful here. Make sure you keep that negative sign in front of the 10. Expanding these brackets methodically is your foundation. Missing a single sign during distribution will throw off your entire final answer. Bringing back the 5x from the original equation, we now have y equals 29x over 3 minus 10 over 3 plus 5x. We need to gather the terms that contain our variable, x. In algebra, you can only combine items that belong to the exact same family. We are going to combine our two x family terms. To add the whole number 5x to our fraction, we write it as 5x over 1, then multiply both the top and bottom by 3. This gives us 15x over 3. Think of this like cutting pie slices into the exact same size. Once they match, you can accurately count how many you have in total. Adding the numerators 29x and 15x together gives us one unified term, 44x over 3. Our fully cleaned up equation now reads y equals 44x over 3 minus 10 over 3. Converting that whole number into a matching fraction was the bridge that allowed us to unify the scattered data into a clear, readable answer. Placing our simplified equation directly under the y equals mx plus c blueprint makes the next step easy. The number multiplying x, our gradient m, is 44 over 3. That perfectly matches option A. Let's look at the other options to see how examiners test for carelessness. If someone only expands the bracket and ignores the 5x completely, they land on option D. And if a student incorrectly changes the denominator while trying to combine terms, they think for option B. The wrong answers are engineered to match common lazy mistakes. Working methodically is your best defense against these traps. Now, let's look at a high-speed strategy for when you are sitting in the actual exam hall. Look at the original equation again. When a question asks only for the gradient, the constant terms without an x have absolutely zero impact. You can ignore them entirely. We multiply the 1/3 by 29 to get 29 over 3, and add the outside 5. Convert the 5 to 15 over 3, add them together, and we hit 44 over 3. Knowing what data to strategically ignore halves your time on this question, saving your mental energy for the harder sections of the exam. Let's apply this shortcut immediately. Find the gradient for this equation. Ignore the -6. Multiply half by 8 to get 4, add the 3 outside the bracket, and your gradient is 7. Let's try one more. Find the gradient for this equation. Ignore the positive 3. 2/3 of 9 is 6. The lone negative x carries a hidden coefficient of -1. Subtract 1 from 6, and your gradient is 5. The rule is simple. To find the gradient quickly, simplify the coefficients of x and ignore the constants. Head over to QandAHelp.com for more study materials for WAEC, NECO, and JAMB, and subscribe to our channel for more past question breakdowns. Consistent practice using these proven, time-saving strategies is your surest path to exam excellence. Keep studying, and I will see you in the next lesson.